Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Saints going up against the Bills.
Well, Larry, no snow in the forecast, but the wind is whipping off Lake Erie and into New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Now the rookie out of Tennessee, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Peterman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's got it over the middle. Flainer, a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. Breeze finding Flainer for New Orleans first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get up.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now Peterman on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Peterman. And off his back foot, he'll heave the... It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Andre Holmes yards. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Breeze to throw on second down. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Peterman. Now he's flushed out left. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Out of the gun, Peterman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Peterman. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They go play action with Peterman. Runs through the contact. He sets to fire deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And he is all the way up past the 25. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 34-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. A give to McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just how...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now Peterman on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here we go now.
3rd and long. It's Peterman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On first down, Peterman will set up the screen to McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's so multi-talented, isn't he? He can catch the ball, not just on screens, as we saw there. Get him out into open field. He makes big-time plays. Had 50 catches a year ago.
Yeah, and even 50, that was the most he's had since 2013. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Second down, Peterman. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On second down, here's Peterman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. He is a reliable target. They like that. Oh, it's blocked. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Breeze now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. Room here to run. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy as the first half is winding down, and the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Here's Ginn. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, Kamara, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now out come the Bills. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Peterman back into his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Running with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Saints on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score where the defense is doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tanner Vallejo in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now he's flushed. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. First and 10, it's Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Peterman over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Peterman. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andre Holmes with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Easy.
On first down, Breeze. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Easy.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. To throw is Breeze. He's going to launch this thing, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Peterman. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Time for a break. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Bills are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Again, it's McCoy. They find some open field here. Pass LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Breeze now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Here's Breeze. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.